pitched 2 innings in the Game 1 loss against Emporia on Tuesday, had 29 pitches, and he will step in the lefty. And on the battery for the Arrows will be Brendan Oshel, as he will be behind the plate. Going around the horn for the Arrows at third base will be Michael. At short, Hadel. Second base, Hine. First base, Laurie. Left field, Omar. Center field, Richards. And right field, Swanson, as the Arrows in the royal blue jerseys with Ottawa across the chest in red, outlined in white, red hats, gray pants. For the Senators out of Topeka, the royal blue, baby blue jerseys with the K and the S on the right side of the jersey, gray pants, navy blue socks. As we are just about set to get things started. As I mentioned in pregame, Arrows looking for their first win of the season as they had a tough start to the year after losing 2 to Emporia, the defending state champions. Of course, American Legion canceling the season. So I guess they hold on to that title for another year. Stepping to the plate first for the Senators from that right side will be Jacob Mitchell, as we are just about set to get things started. Sunny skies, not a cloud in sight here at Harvey Drake Field. First pitch from Altic, and showing bunt is Mitchell, and he will wave at it and miss it for strike 1. First pitch at 10:04. Altic working quickly out of the windup. Lefty a little outside, off speed. Count goes to 1-1. Altic works off the right side of the rubber. Another fastball. This one just a little bit above the letters, and it goes to 2-1. Two-one pitch in there for strike 2. Right down the middle with a fastball, and the count goes even at 2-2. As mentioned, Ottawa playing 2 today, as they will play again at 3 o'clock against Iola. 2-2 pitch from Altic. Just misses off the outside corner. That's a tough one to lay off of, and 2-2, but the count goes full on Mitchell. Mitchell, the extra hitter today for Topeka. Full count, fastball's high, and Mitchell's going to draw a walk. And there will be a runner at first here with no outs here in the top of the first inning.
Center fielder, Jackson Souza.
That'll bring the center fielder, number 7, Jackson Souza, to the plate, with Mitchell standing at first base with that leadoff walk. Altic, who had 29 pitches on Tuesday, should have a fresh arm today. First pitch, fastball for a strike. Oh, 1 count to Sosa, another righty for the Senators. 0-1 pitch from Altic. It's going to be popped straight up in the air in the infield. Coming in for it is Hine, and he'll make the grab for out number 1. Kind of plagued Ottawa on Tuesday with some big innings early on against Emporia. I'd like to see him get out of this first inning with no runs given up. Batting third will be Schneider for the Senators. First pitch to him, fastball a little outside. Schneider going with the protective face shield on that right side of the box. 1-0 count, runner at first. 1 out here in the top of the first inning. Altic comes set. 1-0 pitch, swinging strike. Might have gotten a piece of it. The count goes to 1-1. 1-1 count to Schneider. Altic looks Mitchell over at first, and he'll come set. Nice curveball in there. It had Schneider fooled the whole way. He was back on his heels, and Altic out in front 1-2. 1-2 pitch. to Schneider. Going to be grounded to the pitcher. A tough play for Altic. He'll go to first, off the bag at first. And trying to take third is Mitchell, and he's going to be safe. So runners at the corners for the Senators. A very tough play there for Altic. And a single for Schneider. So one out. Runners at the corners for the Senators here in the top of the first inning. And a great pitch there from Altic. Unfortunately, Schneider put it in a spot that was a really tough play. I'm not even sure if the third baseman, Michael, would have been able to make a play on that one, as it just kind of died in the grass. Dylan Gear to the plate now for the Senators. Another right hand. All four hitters in this inning are from the right side. Runners at the corners. One out, top of the first inning. Senators threatening. Pitch a little inside. The count goes to 2-0 on number 13, Dylan Gear. First and third. One out. 2-0 count. Another fastball high, and the count goes to 3-0. 3-0 count. Here with one out, stepping out of the box will be Gear, and he'll get set, the cleanup hitter, with a chance to pick up a couple RBIs here with runners on the corners and just one out. Open stance for Gear. Fastball low, and a 4-pitch walk, and the bases are loaded with only one out here in the top of the first inning.
Now batting number 24, Kean Beasley.
Very good.
Brings to the plate Kean Beasley with a wide open stance from that right side. He'll swing first pitch and foul it back. Altic gets out in front this time at 0-1. The base is loaded and one out. As the Arrows looking to get out of this inning. Talk about a beautiful day for baseball. Can't ask for anything better than right now. Maybe just a little bit of a breeze, but wind not blowing out like it was on Tuesday. 0-1 count to Beasley. Another pitch inside, catches the inside part of the plate with the fastball and headed 0-2. Altic looking to get something on the ground here, maybe force a double play. 0-2 pitch to Beasley. Swinging strike three. And a big, big punch out there for Altic. And the first lefty of the afternoon here for the Senators. As the left fielder Dawson Logan comes to the plate. Altic's first pitch outside and in the dirt for ball one. Mitchell standing at third, Schneider at second, and Gear at first. Altic trying to work around two walks in this inning. 2 outs, top of the first, no score. Fastball looked good from here, and I'm probably going to say it's a little high. And it count to 2-0. Bases chock full of Senators. 2-0 pitch. Fastball catches the inside part of the plate. Count to 2-1. Just one hit in the inning for the Senators, but we mentioned those 2 walks. Have the bases full. 2-1 pitch from Altic, and it catches the corner, and the count goes full. Two count, 2 outs, top of the first inning. No score, but bases full. 2-2 pitch. Strike three looking as Altic strikes out the last two batters of the inning to work around those two walks. No runs, one hit for the Senators in the top of the first. The Arrows coming to the plate. You're listening to Ottawa Arrows Baseball on KLFO.
Eddie Thompson came to Arvest Bank looking for a new checking account. Let's hear what happens.
So Eddie, that's my Blue Checking. With free Blue Checking, you get e-statements, access to our Arvest Go app.
Wait, by free, you mean it's free for the first 6 months or something?
No, it's actually free.
But what about monthly fees?
Nope, no monthly service fees.
Wow, that's really
Helpful?
very helpful.
Free yourself from monthly fees with free Blue Checking. Arvest Bank, ready to help.
It's no secret that many of our youth are engaging in risky behaviors at earlier and earlier ages. We at Life Care Center of Ottawa are working to stem that tide by educating middle and high school students in Franklin and surrounding counties using our Relationships Under Construction curriculum. The week-long program is for grades 6 through 9 and takes students on a journey to recognize and avoid the pitfalls of poor lifestyle and relationship choices. Our UC meets the state's requirements for sex education. Bring Relationships Under Construction to your school. Call 785-242-4500.
We're back as the Arrows able to work around two walks. Bases were loaded with one out, and Altic got two strikeouts to finish the top half of the inning. On the mound for the Senators, another lefty, Jonathan Knapp. Long, lanky lefty will start it for Ottawa here in the first inning. As we will get things started, it'll be number 32, Carson Hine, followed by number 30, Jose Richards, and number 27, Cole Swanson. I want to thank our sponsors today, Quality Structures in Richmond, Dingle & Son Mortuary, Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, Sutton's Jewelry, Advent Health Ottawa, the ORC, Kramer Pharmacy, Kansas State Bank, Adamson Brothers, Arvest Bank, Bank Midwest, and CarStar. Ottawa, who put together some decent offensive performances on Tuesday. It was just some hot bats from Emporia as they had 2 runs on 4 hits in game 1, 2 runs on 4 hits in game 2, and they look to improve on that today. Carson Hine from the right side with the stirrups on today. Fastball outside from Knapp, and getting ahead in the count for the Arrows is Hine. One-0 pitch to Hine, fouled down the first base line, just a little behind that fastball. Count to 1-1. Score lines of 15-2 and 11-2 on Tuesday against Emporia, but the defending state champions picking up where they left off. 1-1 pitch out of the windup, and a swinging strike, and the count to 1-2. Also working off that far right side of the rubber is Knapp, similar to Altic, and hitting this down the first base line, and it is just going to be foul, as that was driven into that right corner and couldn't have missed by more than a foot. A long strike there, and the count two stays at 1-2. Hine with a little bit of a close stance, keeps the bat high. As he is behind in the count at 1-2. Pitch on the way. He's going to hit this one to right field, tailing towards the right fielder, Bryson Gaker, and he'll make the grab for out number 1.
Now batting for the Ottawa Arrows, number 30, Jose Richards.
Jose Richards to the plate. Had a couple hits on Tuesday against Emporia. Richards, right-handed batter, has a set of gloves on the back pockets as he'll foul the first pitch back off the end of the bat. No balls and one strike. Bottom of the first inning, no score. Ottawa is able to work out of a bases-loaded one-out jam. 1-1 pitch and a swinging strike on the breaking ball, and the count to 1-2. We'll run through the defensive alignment here for the Senators from Topeka. Dawson Logan in left, Jackson Souza in center field, Logan Dreisigaker in right, Beasley at third, Gear at short, Haig at second, Mills at first, Knapp on the mound, and Daniels behind the plate. 1-2 pitch in the dirt. Count goes to 2-2 on Richards. Richards wearing number 30, the center fielder for the Arrows. Works with that left foot slightly in front of the right, from the right side of the plate. 3-2 pitch, and he's going to hit this one right at the third baseman. Beasley, he'll go quickly over to first. Nice snag at first base by Mills. 2 hard hit balls by the Arrows here early on, and just right at defenders for the Senators, and that's 2 outs here in the bottom of the first.
Now batting right fielder, Cole Swanson.
Batting third will be number 27, Cole Swanson, the right fielder. Swanson looking to get a runner on base here for the Arrows. Fastball low, and the count's a 1-0. Pitch on the way to Swanson, low again, and the count to 2-0. First time Knapp has gotten behind in the count. See if Swanson can make him pay. As far as he can in the front of that box, opens up his stance. Foul this one back, and the count to 1-2. Excuse me, make that 2-1. Good crowd on hand for this early morning matchup. Get down here to Orlis Cox Sports Complex. You can see 3 games today as Iola and Topeka will match up after this one, and then Ottawa versus Iola in Game 3. Fastball tailing away, and the count to 3-1 as Swanson stays off of it. Working quickly is Knapp. 3-1 pitch, breaking ball high, and a walk for the Arrows. First base runner of the game for Ottawa.
Now batting third baseman, number 7, Aiden Michael.
Brings up the third baseman, number 7, Aiden Michael, in the cleanup spot. Swanson standing at first for the Arrows. First pitch is going to be hit to right field. This one has a beat on it, and right field is Dreisigaker, and that does it as the Arrows with 3 hard hit balls. Unfortunately, all at Senators, and Ottawa with no runs on no hits, 1 left on base as we head to the second inning. You're listening to Ottawa Arrows Baseball on KLFO.
At CarStar, we're taking precautions to keep you safe. If you're more comfortable with no contact, we're offering pre- and post-repair pickup of your vehicle, and you can even pay by phone. CarStar, we'll take it from here. 402 North Main Street, 242-8916.
This is Eric Price, Funeral Director at Lamb Roberts Funeral Home in Ottawa, Baldwin City, and Overbrook. We're proud to be involved in the communities we serve and support the youth of today, because they're our leaders for tomorrow. Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, providing compassionate care when you need it most.
When purchasing or refinancing a home, do you know what transpires from time of application to the day of settlement? Rod Croucher and his dedicated staff will guide you through the process, protecting you against any adverse title claims or risks. Croucher Abstract and Title, 324 South Main, Ottawa.
Advent Health Ottawa is keeping you safe by having all team members and visitors wear masks, practice social distancing strategies, taking temperature checks, and utilizing enhanced deep cleaning procedures. Your assistance and understanding are greatly appreciated, because at Advent Health Ottawa, nothing is more important than you.
Arrows only sent 4 to the plate in that first inning after they were able to get a walk from Swanson, but got to be happy with the contact made by the Arrows in that inning, as the slight wind that is blowing today is working out to right field, and making good contact on that last one was Michael, and standing in the right spot in right field was Logan Dreisengaker. As the Senators come to the plate here in the top of the second inning, due up for them will be Logan Haig and Mills. As they left the bases loaded in the top of the first inning, Altic able to strike out his final two batters as he was able to get Beasley swinging and Logan looking. And he will take the mound here in the second. No score as we start the top of the second inning. It'll be Alex Haig, right-handed hitter.
Leading off the second inning for the Topeka Senators, number 2, Alex Haig.
First pitch from Altic, fastball inside corner for a strike, and Altic, when he's been able to get ahead in the count, has had a lot of success working the ball to the inside part of the plate. And he's ahead at 0-1. 0-1 pitch, low and inside, count to 1-1 on Haig. One pitch from Altic, and swinging strike, and the count to 1-2. Deceptive fastball here from Altic early on has had the Senators off balance, who actually have not only put one ball in play. 1-2 pitch, swinging strike 3, and Altic's got his third K of the afternoon.
Now batting, first baseman number 10, Jack Mills.
Jack Mills will step into the box here for the Senators with one out in the top of the second inning. His first pitch from Altic is a breaking ball that Mills is way out in front of for strike 1. Altic starting to find his groove. He struck out his last 3 hitters. 0-1 pitch, another swinging strike, and it's strike 2. To Mills, the first baseman. Oh, 2 pitch from Altic. Breaking ball, and it's a looking strike 3. As Mills was sitting back on it the whole way, and Altic makes him pay. That is 4 Ks now for Altic, and 4 in a row.
Now batting.
It looks like he's moved a little bit farther to the right side of the rubber, and it is paying off. Brings up the catcher, Colin Daniels, and he sees fastball a little outside for ball 1. 2 outs, top of the second inning. No score between Ottawa and Topeka. 1-0 pitch, fastball low, and the count to 2-0. So a situation where you don't want to turn the lineup back over by walking the last hitter in the lineup. 2-0 pitch, fastball high, and the count to 3-0. Daniels going with the 3/4 sleeves today. Stirrups and with the high socks. 3-0 pitch, fastball strike 1. Altic looks to battle back. He struck out his last 4 hitters. 2 looking and 2 swinging. 3-1 pitch, fastball just misses. Is trying to frame it was Oshel. And it's ball 4, and a walk to Daniels.
Now batting, right fielder, number 8, Logan Dreisengaker.
Brings up the 9-hitter, Logan Dreisengaker, with 2 outs, runner at first base. Two outs, top of the second inning as Altic will work out of the stretch. First pitch inside, almost hits Dreisengaker. But it's a ball 1. Big lead over at first base for Daniels. Fastball catches the inside part of the plate for strike 1. It's taking all the way with Dreisengaker. 1-1 count, top of the second inning. No score between the Arrows and the Senators. 1-1 pitch on the way. And this one's going to be popped up near the Senators' dugout. It's going to get out of play for strike two. Saltic, who has had an impressive inning, looking to finish it off here as he's ahead in the count at 1-2. Saltic comes set. 1-2 pitch from the lefty runner going, and a swinging strike three. 3 strikeouts in the inning, just 1 walk for Logan Altick. No runs, no hits, 1 left on base as we'll head to the bottom of the second to listen to Ottawa Arrows baseball on KLFO.
How much money would you like to save just by doing something you're already doing? How about 40%? With Allstate, safe drivers can save 40% just by doing something they're already doing. Driving safe. That's right, 40% just by driving safe. Visit Allstate.com or call a local agent for a quote today and see just how much you can save when you drive safe with Allstate.
Not available in every state. Savings vary and based on DriveWise and other safe driving discounts. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Smithbrook, Illinois.
Buy all your metal supplies from QSI. They not only sell steel and trim, but also windows, screws, underlayment, caulking, lumber, windows, doors, and much, much more. Visit us in Richmond or give us a call at 785-835-6100.
Since 1899, Goppert State Service Bank has worked side by side with friends and neighbors to help shape the future of our community. The Goppert State Service Bank offers a full range of banking services for every need. The Goppert State Service Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Logan Altick has had himself an impressive, or Lane Altick, has had an impressive start to today. 4 strikeouts through 2 innings, striking out all 3 in that top of the second. Arrows looking to get on the board as we're still tied at 0 as we start at the bottom of the second inning. Make sure we thank our co-title sponsors, Ottawa Chiropractic and Keith King State Farm. Just getting set to start this bottom of the second inning. On the mound again is Knapp, who faced just 3 batters. Apologies, make that 4 batters. In that first inning, Ottawa was able to earn a walk. It'll be Espinoza, the extra hitter for the Arrows, to lead it off. Espinoza, no batting gloves, right-handed hitter. Swings at a fastball a little outside and counts 0-1. Antonio Espinoza, number 26. Oh, 1 pitch, breaking ball high. Down to 1-1. One count. Bottom of the second inning, no score. No outs. And hitting this right back up the middle of Espinoza for the first hit of the afternoon for the Arrows. They'll make a wide turn at first as coming up and firing is Sosa in center field, and Ottawa gets a leadoff single.
Now batting pitcher, number 3, Brandon Oshel.
That'll be number 3, Brandon Oshel, batting 6th in the lineup today. Second here in the bottom of the second inning. Runner at first. Espinoza staying pretty close. We'll see if Ottawa tries to put on a bunt potentially. And first pitch inside. Misses off the plate for ball 1 as Espinoza took a wide lead after the catcher Daniels dropped it. Espinoza scurries back to first base. 1-0 count, no bunt shown there. Ottawa trying to manufacture a run here in the second inning. 1-1 pitch is high as Espinoza looked to be taking off. Instead goes back to first as Daniels fired it down to second. And it was a fastball high, count to 2-0. Oshel heading the count at 2-0. Pitch low, and it catches the leg of Oshel, but it hit the dirt first, and ball bounces into the infield, and Espinoza takes second easily with a stolen base. A runner at second, no outs for the Arrows in the bottom of the second inning. Oshel at the plate. Knapp still on the mound for the Senators. 3-0 pitch in the dirt. And starting to show bunt was Oshel. He'll pull it back, and he'll take his base on a 4-pitch walk. Brings up the left fielder, Blake Olmeyer, and we're going to have a trip to the mound by the Senators coaching staff. Pitching coach will walk up there and talk to his lefty, who made easy work of the first inning, facing 4 batters, just walked 1. And now finds himself in a jam here with runners at first and second and no outs in the bottom of the second inning. Olmeyer with runners at first and second. No outs. He shows bunt, offers at it, and it will be strike 1. Oh, 1 count. Bottom of the second inning. No score. Ottawa with runners at first and second. Saturday Legion ball action. And he will bunt it down the first base line, but it goes foul. That one stayed up in the air for a long time before tailing away. And a count to 0-2. That's Knapp, who gave up a leadoff single and then a 4-pitch walk to start the inning. 0-2 pitch just misses. Little low, and it counts to 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes. Runners at first and second for the Arrows. Pitch on the way from Knapp. Hits the batter in the back, and the bases are loaded. And that is one you're going to have to walk off. Hit him square in the back. Bases loaded for the Arrows and no outs. Pitch inside. Is this Olmeyer? Who was the last one? Okay. Okay. It'll be Brett Hadel to the plate for the Arrows. He's going to rope this one up the middle, but it's going to be picked up by the shortstop. They're going to try and go for 2. Sliding at first is Hadel. And he's going to be safe. Ottawa's going to score a run, and now 2. As that one flew by the first baseman, Mills. And Ottawa scores 2 runs. As Hadel gets the RBI on the fielder's choice.
Now batting, pitcher, number 10, Lane Holton.
We'll wait to see if that one is charged in error on the throw from second.
6-4-2 and got it out yet.
So Hadel with the fielder's choice, and that brings up the pitcher Altick with a runner at first and 1 out. And the Arrows leading 2-0. Oh, 1 pitch, fastball high and outside, and the count to 1-1. Arrows with their first lead of today here in the bottom of the second. And Altick looking to give himself a little help out there on the mound if he could deliver with a base hit. Pitch inside again. Count to 2-1. Pitch is going to be hit to second base. Coming in hard is the second baseman, Hagel. and he's not going to be able to come up with it. Turning for third and able to make it to third is going to be Hadel. Smart base running, and Ottawa's got runners at the corners with one out. And the ball just kind of died. It had a lot of backspin on it towards the second baseman. Hagel is motoring down the line with Altic.
Ryan Flores.
And pinch runner will come in for Altic, as Liam Robertson will pinch run. And stepping to the plate for the Arrows is number 19, Ryan Laurie. Runners at first and third, and one out. Ottawa's already scored 2 in the inning. First pitch outside and high for ball 1. Laurie, the final hitter in the lineup. 1-0 pitch. Runner will look to be going, and going back to first base is Robertson on a swinging strike. The count to 1-1. Standing at third is Hadel. He was able to take third on the bobbled ball at second on that ground ball that was softly hit. Runner going. Robertson is going to take second, and they were trying to throw Hadel out at third, maybe catch him sleeping, but he slides back in, and runners at second and third. That's the count at 1-1. Still just one out in the inning. Bottom of the second, Arrows leading 2-0 over the Topeka Senators. One pitch to Laurie, and he's going to hit this one to right field, tailing towards the right fielder and making the grab. In right field is Bryson Gaker. Coming home from third is Hadel as he'll tag up and score. A sacrifice fly from Laurie gives Ottawa a 3-run lead.
Now batting leadoff hitter, number 32, Carson Hine.
We'll go back to the top of the lineup here with Carson Hine. Runner at second, 2 outs. Ottawa leading 3-0. All 3 coming in this inning. Hine's going to chop one to third, and they're going to call it foul. And it would have resulted in an Ottawa run as the third baseman, Beasley, off balance, tried to fire one down there. So no balls and 1 strike. To Hine, who flew out to Bryson Gaker in his first plate appearance.
Hard to wear a hat when we went all around here.
This one's going to be looped to left field, but right into the glove of Dawson Logan as Heim has hit one to right field into left, but the Arrows score 3 runs in that inning, and they lead it 3-0 as we head to the top of the third. You're listening to Ottawa Arrows Baseball on KOF.
Guys, are you feeling more tired, run down? When you spend so much time indoors like we've been, your body can't create all the energy it used to, making you feel sluggish. Listen, Ageless Male, the #1 brand in male enhancement, has a solution. Ageless Male Core Energy. This isn't a caffeine spike. This is male-targeted nutrition working on the cellular level, helping to recharge your body's natural batteries so you can power through the day. Core Energy is coming to Walmart, but you can call now to order your bottle. Hurry and you'll get a second bottle free. Plus, you'll get a free bottle of vitamin C and free shipping too. Just call 1-800-489-4840. Ready for a recharge? Try Ageless Male Core Energy and hurry for your 3 free gifts. Just call 1-800-489-4840. 1-800-489-4840. 1-800-489-4840.
Arrows score 3 runs on 2 hits, 2 errors, and 1 left on base as they give Lane Altic a 3-run lead as we start the top of the third inning, as Mitchell, Sosa, and Snyder all due up for the Senators. Game 1 of 3 games today that are on the slate here at Harvey Drake Field. Ottawa will play again at 3 o'clock. The Senators will turn around and play right after this one against Iola. And Ottawa will take on Iola at 3. We'll have that one for you. We go back to top of the lineup.
Back to the top of the lineup. Number 6.
With Jacob Mitchell. Mitchell, who singled in his first plate appearance, takes fastball high and outside. My apologies, he walked in the first inning. Able to get to third, but could not score as they left the bases loaded. This one's going to be hammered to right field, and a base hit for Mitchell, who's reached base twice. And a leadoff single for the Senators. They look to respond. That 3-run bottom of the second inning by the Arrows.
Jackson Sosa.
Center fielder Jackson Sosa takes fastball outside. Sosa, who popped up in the first inning, to the second baseman Hagel. One-0 pitch, catches inside part of the plate, and the count's a 1-1. Mitchell stands at first with that leadoff single here in the top of the third. As this is the two-hitter Sosa. One ball and one strike. And Altick's going to check on Mitchell at first as he was starting to get a larger lead over there. He gets back in plenty of time. Altick has had a lot of success working out of the stretch today. 1-1 pitch from Altick. Swinging strike from Sosa. And count to 1-2. 5 strikeouts for Altick so far this afternoon. Count at 1-2. Runner at first for the Senators. Pitch on the way from Altick. Fastball is high. Mitchell's trying to take second and does. The throw from Daniels looked to be on line, but the second baseman, Hine, overran the bag, and Mitchell at second with no outs in the count of 2-2. Here on Sosa. Takes a look at second. Altick delivers. 2-2 pitch. Foul back over the screen. Hoping I parked far enough away so that I get hit by that one. Sosa battling Altick. Altick, who struck out the side in the top of the second inning. Actually had 4 consecutive strikeouts spanning from the top of the first to the top of the second. 2-2 pitch again, swinging strike 3, and that's strikeout number 6 for Altick. Brings up the 3-hitter Schneider. Still a runner at second. 1 out, top of the third inning. Arrows leading 3-0 over Topeka. Tries to go with a backdoor curveball that just misses. The count to 1-0. Altick's used that curveball sparingly today, but it has been dangerous at times. 1-0 pitch. Mitchell stands at second. Delivery from Altick. Tries to go again with that breaking ball, but let it go a little early and stays off the plate. Count to 2-0. And you have to be careful here if you're Altick. The big man Schneider at the plate. 2-0 pitch. Fastball inside, and the count to 3-0. Wouldn't be surprised if Altick decides to leave this one outside the zone. Schneider maybe with the green light here. 3-0 pitch, fastball low, and it's ball 4. 4-pitch walk there to Schneider, who singled in his first plate appearance.
Now batting, shortstop, Dylan Gear.
Rings up the cleanup hitter, Dylan Gear. Gear walked in the top of the first inning. Runners at first and second, 1 out, top of the third. Arrows leading 3-0. Pitch to Altic, and this one's going to be pounded back up the middle. And for a base hit, they're going to send Mitchell home. Throw to the plate, not going to be in time. And now the throw offline, and taking second and third is Schneider and Gear. And score 3-1. Runners still in dangerous scoring position at second and third. That's one that you might want to think about. Just kind of overthrew the cutoff man. And we're going to have a trot out to the mound by pitching coach Nathan Ron.
Now batting at third base, 24, Ian Beasley.
And they will have the full infield come in on this one as Topeka is starting to find their stride hitting the baseball, as they've gotten it to a 3-1 score line and runners at second and third with just 1 out. Altic, who has six total strikeouts. He did throw strikes, but that one just left a little higher in the zone, and Gear took what he left up in the middle part of the plate. And Ottawa, with the throwing error, allowed the runners to move to second and third as Schneider stands at third, Gear at second. Brings up the third baseman, Kean Beasley. He'll dig in. Wide open stance from the right side of the plate. First pitch to Beasley, swinging strike. Count to 0-1. Beasley, who struck out swinging in the top of the first, as part of that rally. This will get back up the middle and dropping it. They're going to say the catch was made by the pitcher as Beasley hit it right back to Altic, who did a good job to protect himself and in the process made the grab for out number 2. Ball came out of his glove as he was trying to make the exchange to throw it to third base. It would have been a close play at third. Altic able to get a big out there on the liner back to the pitcher. Dawson swings through a high fastball for strike 1. Ottawa trying to end this rally by the Senators with 2 outs in the top of the third, and Ottawa leading 3-1. Senators have 1 in the inning. 0-1 pitch outside and in the dirt. Nice snag by Daniels to slide on over. Count to 1-1. 1-1 count. Foul back into the screen. Behind it on that fastball was Logan. And Altic, see if he goes to that breaking ball that's been dangerous for that third pitch strike. See if he goes to it here to the lefty, tailing away from it. Altic trying to work out of another jam. 1-2 pitch. Fastball hit right back up the middle. That's going to go. Trying to save it. It's short. They're going to send the runner home from third. 1-run score. Second run scores as well. And we're tied at 3. Hadel tried to make a tremendous play in the hole on the ground ball. Hummed it over to the first baseman, Laurie, and Laurie couldn't fire it home in time, and we're tied at 3. As Gear and Schneider score. And that is a single for Logan, and he'll get 2 RBIs. That's a tough one, trying to decide between Hine and Hadel who was going to make the play in the hole. And Heidel got there, but unable to get it over to first in time. And we are tied at 3. One ball and no strikes to Haig. Fastball goes by the catcher, Daniels, and taking second will be Logan on the pass ball. And it's a 2-0 count. Altic trying to gain his composure. 2 balls and no strikes. Pitch on the way, fastball right down the middle, taking all the way was Haig, who seemed a little surprised that the umpire called that a strike. Looked to be right at the belt. 2-1 count. Runner at second is Logan. He had the infield single. 2-1 pitch from Altic, swinging strike 2. Count goes even. Arrows scored 3 in the second. And the Senators come back here in the top of the third and answer with 3 of their own. Three pitch. That 2-2 pitch. And it's outside. Score it 3-3. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Count full, 2 outs. Runner will be going. Logan at second. 3-2 pitch, foul back to the screen. Just getting a piece of it was Haig. Altic has been able to get the punch outs here early on, and they just put it in some spots here in the third inning that been some tough plays for the Arrows defense. Full count one more time. Runner going. Huge lead, and it's ball 4 with the fastball outside, and the runner easily takes third. And we will have a sub as number 27, which we don't have a name for, will come to the plate here. We'll get that to you here shortly. And he will come in and hit for Mills. Runners at the corners. 2 outs. Tied at 3. Looks to be Hayden DeLong will be the hitter at the plate. The sub coming in for Mills. It looks like Mills will be, I heard the coach correctly, heading to the mound here in the bottom of the third. Fastball high. Count to 2-0. Runners at the corner still here for the Senators. 2-0 pitch. Strike 1. As DeLong sees his first strike, he'll take over at first base. Runner going from first and offering at it is DeLong for strike 3. And the Senators able to bounce back, score 3 runs, and we're tied at 3 as we head to the bottom of the third. You're listening to Ottawa Arrows Baseball on KOFO.
This is Craig Dingle of Dingle & Son Mortuary. Pre-arrangements make the difference of a family that is stressed and a family that is free to grieve, to celebrate a life. Consider making your pre-arrangements to lift the burden.
Dingle & Son Mortuary, 785-242-2323.
This is Margie Hindeleiter, Community President at Bank Midwest in Ottawa. Proud to support our local sports teams like Ottawa Post 60 Legion baseball team. It's just common sense to be involved with the youth and their parents in our community. Bank Midwest, where common sense lives. Member FDIC.
At Advance Auto Parts, we take the guesswork out of your oil change so you can get to work. Our experts will help you find the right oil, the right filter, at the right price every day. Get 5 quarts of full synthetic Mobil 1, Valvoline, Castrol Edge, or Pennzoil Platinum with a qualifying premium oil filter for $33.99. Plus, get a free remote control car with purchase of 5 quarts of Mobil 1 after rebate. Advance your auto at Advance Auto Parts and participating CarQuest locations. See store for details.
3 runs on 3 hits. No errors and 2 left on base for the Senators in the top of the third as they have tied it at 3. We'll see a new pitcher on the mound is going to be Jack Mills as he will take over for Jonathan Knapp. So Knapp finishes with 38 total pitches. So he will be off the hook now for the loss as the Senators able to tie it up there. And Miller, watching him here, the righty, the big righty, will come in. So we'll say 2 full innings for Knapp as Mills takes over to start the third, and both teams have to try and use as few arms as possible, knowing they have another game coming up today. Topeka will turn around and play right after this one against Iola. Mills' first pitch, high and inside on Richards. Count to 1-0. That's one way to start it. Fastball outside corner, catches that part of the plate, and the count to 1-1. Richards had a ground out to the third baseman in his first plate appearance. And he takes another fastball inside for strike 2. Pitch to Richards, fastball low and outside, count goes even at 2-2. Ottawa, who scored 3 runs in the top half of the second inning, trying to keep that momentum here in the bottom half of the third. So one's going to be looped to right field. And again, right at Dreisigaker, who makes the grab falling away. That one got on him quickly. And a fly out for Richards to start the bottom of the third. When Ottawa has put the ball in play, it has been hit hard just right at defenders. 3-hitter Swanson. That's second here in the bottom of the third inning. Pitch to Swanson, hits him square in the back with a fastball. The second hit by pitch. And he will take first base. Swanson will walk that one off. They might have caught him just to the left of center in the back, and that one's going to leave a nice mark as Mills. That one was working back to the inside. Mills' first pitch low, down to 1-0 as he faces Michael. Fouled back right to the screen here at home plate, count to 1-1. Mills, the big righty. First time working from the stretch. The count at 1-1 on Michael, who flew out to right field in the first inning. Runner looked to be going, then scurries back to first base, and the fastball high for ball 2. 2-1 count. Bottom of the third. We're tied at 3 between Ottawa and Topeka. Swanson with the lead over at first. Looks to be going and will throw down to second. Is not in time. Is a late slide by Swanson, able to avoid the tag as On the mark with the throw was Daniels, but the tag laid down by Hagel, not in time. And a stolen base for Swanson.
Or is it 3? Okay.
3 balls and a strike to Michael, and this one's in the dirt, and the runner's going to take third. And that is ball 4. Another stolen base for Swanson. A walk issued to Michael.
Now batting, Antonio Espinosa.
Antonio Espinosa batting with runner in scoring position at third and a runner at first. He's going to hit this one deep to center field. Center fielder going back to the track. It is over his head and it hops over the wall for a ground rule double. As that is going to score at least one. Swanson scores. As that ball was absolutely mashed. One hop over the fence. Unfortunate for Ottawa is motoring around was Michael. And he had not touched the bag at second yet. So runners stand at second and third on the ground rule double for Espinosa. Saw one pitch and went after it. So Michael moves over to third. Swanson scores and Ottawa takes another lead. This one's roped to center field. It's going to be a base hit. Drops right in front of Sosa. And scoring from third for the Arrows will be Michael. As Ottawa's put back-to-back base hits, and they lead by 5-3.
Now batting left field.
Espinosa moves over to third.
Omar.
So give Oshel a single and an RBI. One out in the inning. Mills fastball of the letters for ball 1. Olmeyer takes ball 1. Ottawa with a double from Espinosa and a single by Oshel. And this was to be chopped to third. Going home the whole way was Espinosa. And he will score. Throw to first, not in time, and an infield single for Olmeyer. And an RBI for him.
Now batting shortstop, 21, Brett Hagel.
That is 3 runs in the inning for the Arrows. They go up 6-3. Still just 1 out in the inning. Runners at first and second. Brings up Hadel. He'll swing through a fastball high. 4 strike 1. Ottawa seemed to time up the fastball here from Mills. Came in relief for Jonathan Knapp. Fastball outside for ball 1. As the Arrows look to have regained the momentum, they led 3-0 going into the third, gave up 3 runs. It was timed 3-3. And now they respond with 3 of their own and still threatening here in the bottom of the third, leading 6-3. Fastball in the dirt, count to 2-0. It is, 2-1 the count as Hadel swung through a fastball earlier on in the count. 2-1 pitch to Hadel, low and outside for ball 3. Count at 3-1. Pitch on the way, inside and high for ball 4. And the bases are loaded with just 1 out here in the bottom of the third. After a fly out to start the inning, the last 6 batters have reached base for the Arrows. And Lane Altick will have an opportunity here with the bases loaded to add to his 3-run lead.
Number 10, Lane Altick.
Altic had a single back in the second inning, swings through a strike, and the count to 0-1. A little bit of a breeze starting to pick up now as we get towards the afternoon. 0-1 pitch, swinging strike high and out of the zone, and the count to 0-2. You see if Mills can work out of this jam. Came in relief for Jonathan Knapp. 0-2 pitch, going to be hit between short and third. Coming up with it is Beasley. He'll fire it over to first, but the run scores, and the first baseman drops the ball. Ottawa trying to score two, and they will. Heads-up base running by Olmeyer, and Ottawa has blown this one open.
Now batting first baseman, number 19.
They lead at 8-3. Haltic with the single, and he'll get 2 RBI. Make it 7 batters in a row reaching for the Arrows as the 9-hitter Laurie looking to add to it. Runners at the corners and 1 out. Ottawa leading 8-3. 5 runs scored in the bottom half. This one's going to be looped towards center field, and making the grab at short over the shoulder is going to be Gear for out number 2. Sosa was coming in hard from center, but Gear calls him off, makes the catch. And we'll go back to the top of the lineup here for the Arrows. Hine, the only hitter in the lineup not to bat in this inning, as Ottawa's gone all the way around. Hine flew out to right in the first, and then out to left in the second. Made contact both times, and he takes a strike. Count to 1-1. Hine with the stirrups. Ottawa wearing red socks today. The gray pants. Breaking ball. This one's going to be hit down the right field line. It's staying up in the wind. Coming on hard is the right fielder, Bryson Gaker, but it drops foul for strike 2. Count at 1-2. Bryson Gaker running hard along with the first baseman, Knapp. Count at 1-2. To Carson Hine. Runners first and third. Pitch on the way, and it's going to be strike 3 looking to Hine, but Ottawa scores 5 in the inning as they bat around, and they lead at 8-3 as we go to the top of the fourth. You're listening to Ottawa Arrows baseball on KOFO.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
It's summer, and odds are, at some point, your teenager's going to ask if they can borrow the car. Being sure they're safe is your first thought, which leads to your second thought. Do I have enough coverage? Now you're thinking, time to call your local State Farm agent in Ottawa, Keith King. There's a reason State Farm is the largest auto insurer in the U.S.
I'm State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King. Let's work together to be sure your vehicle has the coverage you need. Call and schedule an appointment today at 242-9435. Stop by my office at 111 South Main in Ottawa, or visit online at keithking.net.
For Sutton's Jewelry, customer service during the COVID-19 crisis actually means customer safety. That's why they closed their doors for 2 months, a first in their 70-year history. And while they're still taking every precautionary measure to keep you safe, their doors are now open and they're ready to serve your jewelry needs. Stop in and celebrate with savings throughout the store, including Vera Bradley bags and gifts. Everyone at Sutton's Jewelry has missed providing that customer service to you. So stop in. They're now open Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 5:30, Saturday, 10 to 2. You've got it made at Sutton's Jewelry, 213 South Main.
Welcome back. Ottawa scores 5 in the bottom of the third, and we will have a pitching change as Altic will finish with 3 innings pitched, 70 total pitches, and 7 strikeouts. on the day. And on the mound now for the Arrows will be Aiden Alterman. Alterman did pitch on Tuesday in Game 2 against Emporia, and the righty will get things started here against the Senators lineup in the 4th inning. Senators scored 3 runs in the top of the 3rd, and then to tie it up at 3, and then 5 runs by the Arrows in the bottom half of the inning. And it looks like Oshel is taking over behind the plate. My apologies, Oshel's been behind the plate. It is trying to see if there was any other subs in that half inning. As Alderman will face, get things started. Looks to be Daniels to lead it off. Batter 8 and 9, and then we'll go back to the top of the lineup. So Daniels, Dreisengaker, and Mitchell due up in this inning. Fastball starts it off from the righty for strike 1. Aiden Alterman. Have to think head coach Kyle Altick very happy with the start that he got from Lane Altick. Second pitch. Low for ball 1. Next pitch high in the count to 2-1 with the fastball from Alterman. Daniels walked back in the 2nd inning. Did not score. Actually, the only player to get on base in the 2nd inning for the Senators. 2-1 pitch from Alterman. Swinging strike on a breaking ball. And count goes even at 2-2. First time we've seen him break that out, and Daniels way out in front of it. Alterman with the stirrups on. Good look on the mound. 2-2 pitch, low and outside. A little bit of a sidewind action. Works from almost a 3/4 arm slot, and that's tough to see it from a righty. That ball's tailing away from you almost every pitch as Alterman works from the left side of the rubber. Full count, fastball, swinging strike. And that's the first strikeout of the afternoon for Alterman. On Daniels.
Now batting number 8, Hogan Dreisengaker.
Brings up the last batter in the lineup, Dreisengaker, who's been busy out in right field so far this afternoon. Several putouts for him. First pitch, outside corner, strike 1, and that pitch has to look like it's starting in the middle of the plate and just tailing away with that fastball to these righties. The lineup chocked with righties. Only one lefty in the lineup so far today for the Senators, and a fastball gets away from Alterman. Count to 1-1. Reminder, we will have the 3 o'clock matchup as the Arrows will take on Iola. One pitch to Dreisengaker, just misses. Had to have been just below the knees. Looks good from here. That's a tough one to lay off as a hitter, too. The count at 2-1. Pitch on the way, and almost hits Dreisengaker. And count to 3-1 with the fastball missing off the inside part of the plate. Dreisengaker really crowding the plate right now. 3-1 pitch from Alterman. Strike with a fastball as Dreisengaker taking the whole way. Count goes full. Three-two pitch from Alterman. Hit back up the middle. It's going to be on one hop to the shortstop. Wild kick, and they're going to say out at first base as Hadel hummed that one down to first and just in time as Laurie able to step on first and get the out. as that one will be scored
Number 6.
6-3. And that one was really close over at first base. But the first base coach not arguing after the fact, and that is 2 outs in the inning. Ottawa leading 8-3. Back to the top of the lineup for the Senators with Mitchell, who has been a handful today for the Arrows. Walked in his first plate appearance. Singled in his second plate appearance in the third. And then scored a run. Also had a stolen base in the third inning. 0-1 pitch. Missing with the slider. And the count to 1-1. Looks like Iola has made their appearance here at Harvey Drake Field as they sit to the right of us. 1-1 count. Fastball catches inside part of the plate. The count to 1-2. As Altemeyer coming on in relief for the Arrows. After Altick went 3 strong. Goes for a breaking ball. This one off the plate. Almost a burn pitch there. Trying to catch Mitchell fishing, but not falling for it. The count to 2-2. Alterman out of the windup. 2-2 pitch. High with the fastball, and the count goes full. And Mitchell just a tough batter to get out. This one's going to be hit back to the pitcher. Altman, he'll pick it up on the grounder and throws to first as he goes 3 up, 3 down on the 1-3 putout. And that does it for the Senators in the fourth. No runs on no hits, no left on base, and no errors as we head to the bottom half of the fourth, and the Arrows leading 8-3. You're listening to Ottawa Arrows Baseball on KOFO.
This is a hideaway storm shelter. Get yours at Trindle Lumber, 1516 South Main in Ottawa.
Guys, are you feeling more tired, run down? When you spend so much time indoors like we've been, your body can't create all the energy it used to, making you feel sluggish. Listen, Ageless Male, the #1 brand in male enhancement, has a solution. Ageless Male Core Energy. This isn't a caffeine spike. This is male-targeted nutrition working on the cellular level, helping to recharge your body's natural batteries so you can power through the day. Core Energy is coming to Walmart, but you can call now to order your bottle. Hurry and you'll get a second bottle free. Plus, you'll get a free bottle of vitamin C and free shipping too. Just call 1-800-489-4840. Ready for a recharge? Try Ageless Male Core Energy and hurry for your 3 free gifts. Just call 1-800-489-4840. 1-800-489-4840. 1-800-489-4840.
3 up and 3 down for Alterman in the third inning. The top of the fourth as the Arrows lead at 8-3. Coming back to the plate and another pitching change as Beasley will move from third.
Now pitching for the Topeka Senators, number 24.
So Mills with 1 inning, and he'll be on the hook for the loss at this current score line. Beasley will move from third to pitch. Mills, I believe, goes back to first. Tough inning for Mills as he gave up 5 earned.
Now batting for Ottawa, number 30, Jose Richards.
To the plate for the Arrows in the inning, as they actually were able to, all 9 batters to the plate in the last inning. Richards will start it off as he's had a ground out to third and then a fly ball that was hit to right field. And a first pitch strike from Beasley, the right-handed pitcher. 0-1 pitch. Fastball again on the outside corner for strike 2. Count at 0-2. Richards going to have to protect the plate. Pitch on the way from Beasley. Hit down the first base line, trying to track it down as the first baseman and the second baseman, and finally making the grab is Hine. right in front of DeLong at first. So that is Mills at third. Tough grab coming all the way from second base by Haig. And that'll go down as a flyout to the second baseman. Swanson, who was hit by a pitch in the third inning, also had a single in the first. Did come around to score in the third. Takes fastball low and then a fastball down the middle for strike one as the count goes even. One pitch from Beasley, fouled right back to the screen. And now Swanson finds himself behind in the count at 1-2. As Beasley trying to work as quickly as possible right now in the bottom of the fourth inning. Ottawa leading 8-3. 1-2 pitch, breaking ball that has Swanson fooled. He'll pop this one up into foul territory as Beasley and the first baseman run into each other, DeLong, and DeLong makes the grab for out number 2. Haven't made it look pretty, but it just goes down as a pop-up in the scorebook. Beasley's done a really good job of mixing in his breaking ball. And 2 down in the bottom of the fourth inning. And Ottawa leading 8-3. That'll bring up Michael. Fastball high from Beasley. Michael flew out to right field in the second inning and scored on after being hit by a pitch in the third. Pitch low in the dirt. Count to 2-1. Another pitch inside, ball 3. Not sure you want to leave one up here to Michael here with 2 outs and the count at 3-0. We'll see what Beasley does if he just decides to put Michael at first base or if he tries to go after him here. 3-0 pitch, fastball low and outside for ball 4. Michael gets on base for the second time. That's his second walk. And Ottawa trying to get something started here with 2 outs. Antonio Espinoza to the plate for the Arrows. Leading by 5 with a runner at first here in the bottom of the fourth inning. First pitch to Espinoza, and he'll cue it off the end of the bat for strike 1. As that goes into foul territory. Ottawa trying to time up Beasley's delivery as Arrows have been a little out in front on him here early in his appearance. We've seen Knapp, Mills, and now Beasley for the Senators. 0-1 pitch. Misses off the plate and the count to 1-1. Espinoza has scored 2 runs. As he had a single in the first and a double, a single in the second and a double in the third. Has 1 RBI. 2 for 2. And he's going to chop one foul down the third base line. Count remains at 1-2. Bottom of the fourth inning, Arrows leading 8-3 over the Topeka Senators. 1-2 pitch and swinging strike 3 as Espinoza was looking fastball. Beasley gave him breaking ball, and first strikeout of the afternoon for Beasley does it for the Arrows in the bottom of the fourth inning. No runs, no hits. 1 left on base as we will head to the 5th. You're listening to Ottawa Arrows Baseball on KOFO.
Kramer Pharmacy knows that right now it's all about safety and convenience. Hi, this is Laura Hibberts reminding you that you can park out front and call 242-0240 and we'll bring your prescription out or pick up your written script to be filled. We also want you to know about our new Saturday hours from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. You can still get the same weekday service from 9 to 7, and if you still aren't ready to get out and about, you can always take advantage of our free delivery service. Kramer Pharmacy open 9 to 7 weekdays and Saturday from 9 to 2 at 134 South Main in downtown Ottawa.
Dr. Mike Hyatt, Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic.
People in the United States will suffer at least 1 or 2 episodes of debilitating back pain in their life. You know, we see an epidemic in prescription medication abuse and overdose. Chiropractic is a natural, hands-on, patient-centered health care treatment for low back pain, for neck pain, for mid-back pain. We're an alternative to having to take medications. We're an alternative to having to have surgery.
For your free consultation, call 785-242-4100.
Quiet 4th inning for both teams, as only one base runner, and that was by the Arrows in the bottom half. As we'll start the 5th inning, Alterman back on the mound for the Arrows, leading 8-3. As he worked quickly through the top half of the 4th, as he was able to get a strikeout and 2 groundouts. Against the Senators, it'll be hitters 2, 3, and 4, Sosa, Schneider, and Gear for the Senators in the 5th inning. I want to thank our sponsors, Quality Structures in Richmond, Dingle & Son Mortuary, Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, Sutton's Jewelry, Advent Health of Ottawa, the ORC, Kramer Pharmacy, Kansas State Bank, Adamson Brothers, Arvis Bank, Bank of the Midwest, and CarStar. And as always, our 2 co-title sponsors, Ottawa Chiropractic and Keith King State Farm. Also don't want to forget Croucher Abstract and Title Company, Gompert State Service Bank. Sosa to the plate, flew out in the 1st and had a strikeout swinging in the 3rd. Alterman ready to go. Sosa ready at the plate here in the 5th. Ottawa leading by 5. First pitch from Alterman, just a little high for ball 1. One 0 count to Sosa. He's going to pop this one straight up in the air. We'll see if the catcher Oshel can make a play, and it just goes over the screen and into the bleachers on the first base side for strike 1. Doesn't feel like there's much wind out there when you look at the trees, but when we've seen it get up just a little bit, it's starting to move. Working from right to left. 1-1 pitch on the way to Sosa. He'll hit this one to the shortstop, and making the grab is Hadel for out number 1. Is Alterman able to jam Sosa?
Now batting number 4, Noah Schneider.
Brings up the 4-hitter. I'll just make that the 3-hitter, Schneider. Schneider, who scored in the 3rd inning, takes fastball low for ball 1. Schneider with a single in the 1st inning and a walk in the 3rd. 1-0 pitch to him from Alterman. Down the middle for strike 1. Oshel's doing a good job of moving his location behind the plate. Almost looks like he's setting up on the outside corner and then quickly moving back towards the middle, kind of catching some of these hitters off guard. Count it 1-1 as Schneider will step out, calls time, gather himself and get back in. Has the sleeve on the right arm. 1-1 pitch. He'll chop this one to 3rd on 1 bounce. Michael will gather and throw over to 1st for out number 2. First time Ottawa's been able to get Schneider. As that one goes 5-3.
13, Gear.
Brings up the cleanup hitter, Gear. Had an RBI single in the third inning after he walked in the first. Alterman on one pitch gets a chopper to second base, and they will go quickly over to first. His gear was motoring down the line, but with the throw from Hine, 3 up, 3 down for the Arrows there as they are able to get the punch outs from Alterman. And they head to the bottom of the fifth, still leading 8-3, coming to the plate. You're listening to Ottawa Arrows baseball on KOFO.
Why is Kansas State Bank your hometown bank? Because the people you know support the people you know, like sponsoring this broadcast of Ottawa Legion Baseball, and by providing SBA loans of over $8 million as part of the Payroll Protection Program for local businesses. Kansas State Bank, proud to be your hometown bank. Member FDIC.
It is good to know your AC is ready for the summer. Before it gets hot, call Adamson Brothers for a spring tune-up today at 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
This is Eric Price, Funeral Director at Lamb Roberts Funeral Home in Ottawa, Baldwin City, and Overbrook. Our staff knows the importance of working as a team to take care of you in your time of need. We want to show the youth in our communities that we support their teamwork as well by sponsoring this broadcast. I invite you to visit lamb-roberts.com.
When purchasing or refinancing a home, do you know what transpires from time of application to the day of settlement? Rod Croucher and his dedicated staff will guide you through the process, protecting you against any adverse title claims or risks. Croucher Abstract and Title, 324 South Main, Ottawa.
Welcome back to Harvey Drake Field as we get to the bottom of the fifth inning. The Arrows leading the Senators 8-3. 2 up for the Arrows will be Oshel, Olmeyer, and Hadel. Beasley back on the mound for Topeka. A lot of credit has to go to Alterman, who's been on the mound for the Arrows the last 2 innings. 6 up, 6 down. In the process, has had 4 groundouts, 1 pop-up, and a strikeout. And he has been impressive. Brendan Oshel, the catcher, walked in the first inning and scored. And in the second, had an RBI single. He is 1 for 1. As he faces Beasley, who had the Ottawa hitters off balance in the last inning. First pitch, though, low. Goes behind the catcher. Count at 1-0. One-0 pitch. Catches inside part of the plate for strike 1. It's Oshel wearing these shades today. Sun beaming down. We've got a few wispy clouds out there now. Get some shade from time to time. 1-1 pitch low. Count to 2-1. Beasley went 3 up, 3 down with the Arrows in the bottom half of the fourth. Strikeout and 2 flyouts. See if Oshel can get Ottawa started here in the bottom of the fifth, leading by 5. And a fastball that just catches the outside part of the plate, and the count goes even at 2-2. 2-2 pitch, almost hits Oshel, and he'll get out of the way, and the count goes full. Topeka has to be careful here about how many arms they use in this game, knowing that they turn around and play one more right after this. Full count, and swinging strike 3, and Oshel doesn't know the ball went past the catcher, and now he will, and he'll motor down to first. There's quite a bit of foul territory behind the plate here at Harvey Drake Field, and Oshel able to take advantage, and he will get on to first base after the swinging strikeout in the pass ball. So it goes down as a strikeout for Oshel, who will come out of the game for a pitch for a courtesy runner. Brings up Blake Olmeyer. Hit by a pitch in the second. And walked in the third, came around and scored, and he'll take the first pitch and pop it foul. Count to 0-1. has to deal with his first base run of the afternoon, trying to take second. Throw down to second, not in time, and it'll scurry into center field. Pinch runner able to get down to third on the throwing error. And just like that, a runner on third base with one out. With no out. Count it 1-1. Here on Olmeyer. He's going to ground one to short. That's going to be enough as the runner will score from third. Olmeyer thrown out at first, but does the job to get the RBI as it scores Jaden Zosh from third base.
Now batting, shortstop.
There's a lady sitting down here at headquarters for him.
So Olmeyer does exactly what he's supposed to do on the ground out RBI. Brings up Hadel with one out, and he's going to get hit in the back. First pitch and gets smoked in the back there by Beasley. So he'll take first. So now Alterman to the plate. First time hitting as he comes in for Altic. First pitch to Alterman in there for a strike, and they'll throw down to first base. Back in time is Hadel. Alterman did bat in Game 2 against Emporia on Tuesday. He had a ground out and was walked. As he takes another fastball low for ball one. Count even at 1-1. Runner at first base. Ottawa scored one here in the inning, and they lead it 9-3. Fastball high, count to 2-1. Short stance here for Alderman as he gets to the back part of the box. Takes fastball just a little high, and the count to 3-1. And Beasley steps off, doesn't throw down to first, but will chase Hadel back to the bag. 8-3 our lead, bottom of the fifth inning. Fastball high and inside, and the runner is going to take second, as that is ball four. Runners at first and second, and one out. Brings up Ryan Lorett. So Alterman earns the walk. And first pitch goes right by the catcher, and the runners will take second and third. It looks like we're going to get a pitching change as Beasley has started to lose his control a little bit here in the bottom half of the fifth. And we will wait to see if they decide to talk about it here. As Ottawa with runners at second and third and one out, and we will have a pitching change. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Ottawa Arrows Baseball on KOFO.
Stop heating and cooling the outdoors. Get new energy-efficient windows from Trendle Lumber, 1516 South Main.
This is Margie Hindeleiter, Community President at Bank Midwest in Ottawa. Proud to support our local sports teams like Ottawa Post 60 Legion Baseball Team. It's just common sense to be involved with the youth and their parents in our community. Bank Midwest, where common sense lives. Member FDIC.
This is Chase Dingle of Dingle & Son Mortuary. I learned very young being in the funeral business wasn't just a job, it was a way of life. Never dull, sometimes stressful, but always fulfilling. I wanted to be a part of that and carry on the family tradition.
Dingle & Son Mortuary, 785-242-2323.
Kramer Pharmacy knows that right now it's all about safety and convenience. Hi, this is Laura Hibberts reminding you that you can park out front and call 242-0240 and we'll bring your prescription out or pick up your written script to be filled. We also want you to know about our new Saturday hours from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. You can still get the same weekday service from 9 to 7, and if you still aren't ready to get out and about, you can always take advantage of our free delivery service. Kramer Pharmacy open 9 to 7 weekdays and Saturday from 9 to 2 at 134 South Main in downtown Ottawa.
Back here at Harvey Drake Field at the Orleans Cox Sports Complex, we have another pitching change by the Senators, as it'll be Tyler Dreisager on the mound, the righty. Will come in relief. Beasley will be responsible for the runners at second and third for the Arrows with just one out. Gives us a chance to thank our sponsors once again, co-title sponsor Ottawa Chiropractic and Keith King State Farm, also Croucher Abstract and Title Company, Goffert State Service Bank. The big opportunity here for Laurie to come in and continue to build on the 6-run lead for the Arrows with just one out in the 5th inning. Leading 9-3. This one's roped down the line, and that's going to be into the corner. Both runs are going to score easily. Big turn from Laurie, and he will get into second with a stand-up double. That ball was smashed. Hadel scores along with Altick. And 2 RBIs for Laurie on the double. And the bottom of the lineup comes up clutch as Ottawa leads at 11-3. And they are now checking, and I believe that is the ball game.
Right.
As that is 8-run lead after 5. And we don't have to finish the frame as Ottawa is the home team. So the Arrows win it by a final of 11-3. As they get their first win of the season over the Topeka Senators. We'll take a break. You're listening to Ottawa Arrows Baseball on KOFO.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson. Attention! If you've had hernia surgery and have experienced complications such as chronic pain, infection, wound reopening, mesh migration, bowel obstruction, need revision surgery, or other complications, you may be entitled to significant cash compensation. Hernia repair surgery is common and requires a mesh product to be implanted inside your body. In May of 2016, the manufacturer of a popular hernia mesh product issued a mandatory global recall due to product defects. If you've had hernia surgery and have experienced complications, you may be entitled to significant cash compensation. Call the Hernia Mesh Helpline now at 800-308-4119. Our experienced attorneys will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. You pay nothing unless we get a recovery in your favor. Time is limited to file a claim, so call the Hernia Mesh Helpline now, 800-308-4119. Operators are standing by 24/7. Call 800-308-4119. That's 800-308-4119.
At Advance Auto Parts, we take the guesswork out of your oil change so you can get to work. Our experts will help you find the right oil, the right filter, at the right price every day. Get 5 quarts of full synthetic Mobil 1, Valvoline, Castrol Edge, or Pennzoil Platinum with a qualifying premium oil filter for $33.99. Plus, get a free remote control car with purchase of 5 quarts of Mobil 1 after rebate. Advance your auto at Advance Auto Parts and participating CarQuest locations. See store for details.
Many people are finding themselves spending more and more time sitting behind a computer or standing for long hours during the day. Each time we lean forward 60 degrees, the stress placed on our neck is increased dramatically. Bad posture can lead to numbness, pain, tense nerves, and even affect your breathing. Stress on your neck can also lead to tense upper back and shoulder muscles, resulting in frequent headaches due to this poor posture. This is Dr. Sherry Jung at Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic. Give us a call today for a no-charge consultation at 785-242-4100.
Since 1899, Goffert State Service Bank has worked side by side with friends and neighbors to help shape the future of our community. The Goffert State Service Bank offers a full range of banking services for every need. The Goffert State Service Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Harvey Drake Field as Ottawa gets their first win of the season as they win this one 11-3. And Ottawa got off to a quick start in the bottom of the second inning. They led it 3-0. Topeka came back, scored 3 of their own to tie it at 3. But then here comes Ottawa again with 5 in the third. And no runs after that by Topeka. And Ryan Laurie actually walks it off for the Senators on the 8-run rule as he gets a 2 RBI double to finish off the Senators here in the first game of today. As Ottawa will be back in action this afternoon, it is slated for a 3 o'clock start. It could be a little bit earlier than that as they're going to go ahead and start the matchup between Iola and Topeka here at 12:15. So we will keep you updated on when that second game will get started for the Arrows. We'll go ahead and take another break. When we come back, we'll wrap it up. You're listening to Ottawa Arrows Baseball on KOFO.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson. Attention! If you've had hernia surgery and have experienced complications such as chronic pain, infection, wound reopening, mesh migration, bowel obstruction, need revision surgery, or other complications, you may be entitled to significant cash compensation. Hernia repair surgery is common and requires a mesh product to be implanted inside your body. In May of 2016, the manufacturer of a popular hernia mesh product issued a mandatory global recall due to product defects. If you've had hernia surgery and have experienced complications, you may be entitled to significant cash compensation. Call the Hernia Mesh Helpline now at 800-308-4119. Our experienced attorneys will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. You pay nothing unless we get a recovery in your favor. Time is limited to file a claim, so call the Hernia Mesh Helpline now, 800-308-4119. Operators are standing by 24/7. Call 800-308-4119. That's 800-308-4119.
How much money would you like to save just by doing something you're already doing? How about 40%? With Allstate, safe drivers can save 40% just by doing something they're already doing. Driving safe. That's right, 40% just by driving safe. Visit Allstate.com or call a local agent for a quote today and see just how much you can save when you drive safe with Allstate.
Not available in every state. Savings vary and based on DriveWise and other safe driving discounts. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Smoothbrook, Illinois.
Sophia and Chris Garcia came to Arvest Bank looking to get a home loan. Let's hear what happens.
Chris and Sophia, thanks for choosing me as your lender in the Arvest Home for Me app. And now...
There's more paperwork to do.
Nope, I got the info you sent through the app. And now...
We wait to hear from someone at your main office.
No, now you're pre-qualified and ready to find your new home.
Wow.
And I'll be with you every step of the way.
That's...
helpful.
Very helpful.
Home loans made easy. Arvest Bank. Ready to help. Equal housing lender.
You got to the game late, and the only place to park turned out to be a little too close to foul territory. But you're not worried. In fact, you watched the rest of the game before you even go check the damage. How can you be so confident? Your auto insurance is with local State Farm agent Keith King. There's a reason State Farm is the largest auto insurer in the U.S.
I'm State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King. Let's work together to be sure your vehicle has the coverage you need. Call and schedule an appointment today at 242-9435. Stop by my office at 111 South Main in Ottawa or visit online at keithking.net.
Ottawa Arrows able to dominate after the third inning as it was tied at 3. They score 8 over the next 2 innings to walk it off 11-3 as they win their first game of the year to go to 1-2 on the season as they score 11 runs on 5 hits, 4 errors for the Arrows, 3 runs, 4 hits, 4 errors for the Topeka Senators as Ryan Laurie able to walk it off in the 5th inning by run rule with a 2 RBI double down the third base line. The winner for Ottawa today is Aiden Alterman as he came in relief for Altick. And Alterman went 2 innings, had 1 strikeout, no hits given up as he came in after a strong performance by Altick as Lane gave up just 3 runs as he had 7 strikeouts in 70 pitches. Losing pitcher Jack Mills, who gave up 5 runs in 1 inning. As we mentioned, the Arrows go to 1-2 on the year as they bounce back from the 2 losses they had on Tuesday against Emporia. They'll play again this afternoon. It is slated for a 3 o'clock first pitch. We'll see if that happens at 3 or maybe a little bit earlier, but we will keep you updated and make sure you stay tuned to KOFO as we will bring that one to you. I want to thank Larson Johnson back in the station for all his help. We will see you later this afternoon as the Arrows win it by a final of 11-3. You're listening to Ottawa Arrows Baseball on KOFO.
We hope you enjoyed our broadcast of Ottawa Arrows Post 60 Legion Baseball on KOFO.